Hey up guys, it's Klye here, and welcome to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Unity. Now when I press X, it will instantaneously initiate me into the game, so before I do that, let me just say, I really enjoy this game. I might be one of the very few people who will openly admit that, but it's true. I really do enjoy Assassin's Creed Unity. Let's see if my opinion changes over the course of this Let's Play.
Is not lost. The past lives inside us. Encoded in the double helix are the experiences of our ancestors. After 3 decades of research, our engineers have forged the cutting edge of biotechnological interfaces. We have unlocked the lives of our forebears. We have opened a window into the past. This is total immersion entertainment. With the press of a button, you will experience the most pivotal moments in history. All from the comfort of home. Welcome to Helix, where the past is your playground.
Now this screen here is literally the biggest cock tease in any game ever. I mean, just look at what's on display here. We have all these assassins. Ezio, Edward, Haytham, Rodrigo Borgia, not really an assassin, more a Templar of course, but you know, everyone's here. I can't remember her name for the life of me, but she was in Assassin's Creed Liberation. I believe she had a French name. Don't recall, never played it, but yeah, I mean, just look at them all. Look at them all. How cool is that? But guess what? This right here does not exist. This is such a cock tease. I thought I might be able to get to play all of these by progressing through the game. You know, perhaps you would have to get 100% synchronization to unlock all of these, or maybe, you know, you get like 25% sync and you get the Emperor's Shadow or something. I don't know. But no, you don't actually do that. You just have to play The Tragedy of Jacques de Molay, and then it kicks you out of that and puts you straight into the actual game. Ubisoft, come on. Don't tickle my dick like that, seriously.
Last of the heroic Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay was a man of principle, a towering intellect, betrayed by those he trusted. In this episode of Fallen Heroes, experience Jacques de Molay's final tragic hours through the eyes of one of his closest friends and advisors.
I like how Abstergo have rated this 5 stars. I'm gonna see if I can actually look. I can't even escape this area. Okay then. Well, I wanted to see if I could look to see if anything else had ratings to them, because maybe Ezio probably got like a 1-star rating or something. That's probably the case. Dicks.
Who goes there?
A friend of the temple.
Floirac. The Council's message was absolute. You're not welcome here.
I must speak with the Grand Master.
He's in session. They all are. Another day, perhaps.
King Philip disagrees.
Damn you, man. Why you're not rotting in a cell at this moment, I cannot fathom.
We are betrayed. Draw your swords, men. Defend the temple. Not you, brother. I have a different task for you. Come with me.
Well, before we do that, the first order of business is going straight into the options, and I believe it's in sound options. We can go down and find these subtitles. There we go. We can turn them on. Ah, brilliant.
King Philip's moving faster than we expected.
Another hand is at work here.
The Pope?
The assassins.
Assassins? I thought the Mongol Khans broke their power decades ago.
The assassins are far older than Masyaf, my friend. Their anarchic delusions are virulent as the plague, and less easily eradicated. We will not prevail this night, but if you make haste, we may yet save our order. What must I do? Go to the tower. Take the sword and the book. Hide them. They must not fall into the assassin's hands.
Grandmaster, I
Go!
won't.
So this is basically a tutorial on how to play. Now, this guy here, I don't know this guy's name, I do apologize, but this guy here has a very different fighting style.
Take a different way.
I do apologise for talking over that there, but, you know, not really too much was said. He's basically saying, hold the door, but then they didn't. I think it was the door. Anyway, yeah, this guy has a very different fighting style because he has a two-handed weapon. I don't think you can get a weapon like that later on, but I know you can get heavy weaponry and all that. As you can see, the free running is a little bit sticky at times, but that's to be expected. But the free running is actually, ooh, should I say improved? Because realistically, it kind of is improved, because you can free run up and free run down. If I hold R2, you can see free run down and free run up. By going down, you can control your descent. I'll talk more about this later on, but going up is so much easier. It can get a bit floaty though. Anyway, yes, our main goal here is to chase down this assassin, and I think that's about it for now.
The tower! They've breached the tower! They've taken them!
Now, as you can see, that assassin there looks very, very similar to Altair. However, he is wearing what seems to be a brown cloak rather than a white one, but everything else seems to look exactly the same as Altair's. So here's fighting, and fighting is very, very different. You have to wait for the gold icon to appear, and that's when you can parry. I'm not too sure if I enjoy this one better, but it does require a lot more skill. You know, you don't just hold the button, then press square, and you've killed everyone. You actually have to think about it now. Well, it's still relatively similar, but you kind of have to have a bit more wits about you. Especially when the icon doesn't even show up. Now I'm actually holding down square there, so you can actually see that I'm doing a heavy attack. If I just press square, I'll do a light attack, but heavy attacks, of course, do more damage. So why wouldn't you do them?
Pope Clement, hear me? Before this year is out, you will answer for your crimes before God Almighty! And you, King Philip, no punishment is too heinous for the great evil you have inflicted upon the temple. I curse you! Curse you to the 13th generation of your blood! You shall be cursed!
Consumed in flames of hunger and wrath, thus came the age of true wisdom to a blistering close. The Knights Templar, once the proud shepherds of order, peace, and illumination, were no more.
Yeah, let's get a sniffer running. If Abstergo pings us, pull me out. Okay. I have a visual. Hey there. This is probably disorienting, so I'll be brief. I'm Bishop, not my real name, obviously, but that's as much as you'll get today. Please listen carefully. Abstergo is using you, hijacking your neurons to help them sift through genetic memory data. These guys have their fingers in countless corporations, governments, media outlets, and NGOs. But now, they want control over history itself. If that doesn't frighten you, it should. But we're here to stop them, and I need your help. Deacon, preload gene sequence AD16, B13, I87.
Yep, spooling it up.
Last week, we gained access to a bank of unsequenced memories in Abstergo's Helix servers. For now, we'd like you to experience a small sample. This should help you understand our struggle. And after that, you can decide for yourself what comes next. We'll be waiting.
And by decide for yourself, they're going by the Assassin's Creed 3's logic of decide for yourself by saying you have two choices, but then having the main character pick one of them for you. Also, I have to say, the graphics in this game are fucking gorgeous. I kinda wish they kept all the glitches, because they were hilarious.
Arno.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Courage, my boy. You wait just here. I will return when this hand reaches the top.
That's forever.
Not as long as all that. And when I get back, we'll see the fireworks. And Arno, no exploring, hmm?
Yes, Father. You'd rather sit without, Prune? Come on. Aren't you coming?
Down, a top in it. You're gonna get such a thrashing.
Quickly, quickly. Allez. Bet you can't steal one.
Really? You bet I can't steal an apple. I mean, they're right here. I don't really have to do anything, do I? You know, I've always found this interesting. I have to steal an apple in front of the guards and stuff, and we just met this girl, and I've always felt that this was a bit weird, like how you have to steal it, but I guess it is like a stealth tutorial, because of course now you can actually crouch. Oh my god, there is no makeshift crouch anymore, although I did enjoy the makeshift crouch, but you can actually do a real one now. Fantastic. But yeah, I always found the whole like steal an apple, then crouch away, you don't really do much with it. Yeah, that's it. And then these doors will magically open. You ready? When this eventually goes away. And the doors should just magically... There we go. I don't know how that happened, but it did. But yeah, I always find it strange. Like, why would you just steal an apple from a girl you've just met? Or for a girl you've just met, I should say. It just seems weird. But when you think about it, it kind of feels a bit Adam and Evie. And, well, Adam and Eve, you know, a little line, and then E. Because that's always been the theme. You know, the apple of Eden and Adam and Eve, all that shit.
Did you see their faces when we stole those apples?
I'm Arno.
Elise.
I'm here with my father.
So am I. He has important business with the king.
What should we do now?
Shh. Listen. Don't worry, they'll never think to look for us in here.
It was my fault. I'm the one who took the apple.
Let's see where they're going.
Monsieur Franklin,
Hurry,
I sincerely
something...
hope this unfortunate affair does not darken your opinion of our nation.
Monsieur, if we judged nations by the character of their criminals,
Elise,
we should all be called barbarians.
come here, girl, now.
Father?
Come away, boy.
Arno. Arno. Look at me.
I've always found it really poetic that Arno dropped his dad's watch at the time of his dad's death, or close enough to it anyway. So that watch is forever broken on the time of his father's death. As morbid as that might seem, I really like that.
Can't win fairly in cards, so you stoop to thieving, you bastard!
Calm down, Victor. I've only come for my watch.
It's my watch. I want it fairly.
Well, in a just world, Victor, I would agree with you, but this is not a just world. This is France.
You're a dead man.
Oh, step lightly there. You'll hurt yourself. I just had a nice chat with your brother.
You go. Fetch the marshals.
Hold on a minute. Diable.
I've got it, Victor.
Now, I always felt that Arno Dorian felt a lot like Ezio Auditore. You know, his father killed in front of him, although Ezio did have his brothers killed in front of him as well. And, you know, he just sort of dresses similarly, and he just sort of felt a lot like Ezio. He had the same personality-ish, but I don't know. The more I play this game, the more I come to realise that he's sort of his own man, and he actually got what Ezio didn't a lot of the time, but also he kinda lost a few things as well. But you know, I'm seeing him as more of his own man nowadays.
Thick-headed blacksmith like you probably can't even read a watch.
Come over here and say that.
No.
Get back here.
Now, I would kind of like to have played all the parts before this, because realizing that Arno can, like, free run like this, it's a bit jarring straight out of the bat. Like, oh my god, you can do the free running stuff. Like, I never get to see, or we never get to see, I should say, the whole, like, training sequence. I know we probably don't want to see the training stuff, because we've already seen that kind of thing happen before, but every assassin can just free run straight away, you know? And I don't know, I've always wanted a dynamic sort of system in place where you are really bad at free running to begin with, like you can do basic stuff like jumping over benches and perhaps climbing small buildings, but as you progress through the game, as you do more free running, you should be able to climb much faster and, you know, have infinite stamina, as it were, because as of right now, you can do pretty much everything you can do already, you know, that's it. The free running is as is. I'd like it to be where you can just improve upon that as you progress, because it makes sense that way. But then again, that is quite a lot to ask.
And where in God's name have you been?
Ha! Got you now, you little shit!
Just a little misunderstanding, nothing to...
Your master's harboring a common criminal. In broad daylight, he broke into my home and stole my watch.
Did he indeed? Well, I'm sure the Marshalsea would be more than willing to sort this out.
Sort what out, Olivier?
A most serious accusation against your ward, sir.
He robbed me.
Of what, precisely? Wait for me in my library.
Oh, mama!
Don't give me that look. Victor cheats when he plays Pharaoh. Everyone knows it.
Arno? Who are you talking to?
No one, monsieur.
You'll be happy to learn I persuaded Olivier to leave off calling the Marshalsea. Again.
Je vous remercie, monsieur.
What is this? The 6th time? The 7th? Perhaps a new hobby might be better for your health.
Well, I find playing cards affords many opportunities for fresh air and exercise.
We'll talk about this later. I have business in town and must collect Elise before I can attend to it.
Elise is here.
Only for the night. She returns to Paris first thing tomorrow.
She'll need an escort, won't she, with you so preoccupied?
One of you running amok is quite enough. Remain here and see if Olivier has any chores for you.
Sure he does.
What was that?
Give my regards to Elise.
And of course, we can rate the memory. Is Arno's face jiggling for you as well? Because he's sort of juddering around for me. Yeah. Sequence 1, Memory of Versailles. Memory complete. Rate the memory. What do we rate this then? We didn't really do too much, but I suppose I'll give it a 4-star rating. Not really too much happened, but, you know, it kind of introduced us to Arno in a sense, and yeah, his personality seems to be quite cocky, quite brash at the same time. Very, very quick-witted, and I like that in a character. So I believe we just have to go downstairs and talk to Olivier, and he will tell us what we have to do. If you notice in the top left, I actually have a different name. It's Klye. I had to actually make a different PlayStation Network account because unfortunately you can't actually have multiple save datas for Assassin's Creed Unity for some ungodly reason. I don't know why Ubisoft decided that was a good idea. Perhaps it's because of the Helix points, potentially, but I don't know. I just think that Assassin's Creed really does suit having multiple save files. Oh well, you know, it's one of those things. And I actually did record this beforehand, but the recording messed up, so I have gone and deleted that save file, and I've gone through and recorded again. Shit happens. Sequence 1, Memory 2, The Estates General. An urgent message has arrived for an absent M. de la Serre. Track him down and deliver it. Post haste.
Thrown out onto the street yet?
Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you?
It'd break my heart.
Olivier, if I weren't here, who'd do all your work for you?
The horses need brushing, boy. Get to it.
Certainement, monsieur.
I'm kind of disappointed there isn't actually a horse brushing minigame here. Come on, Ubisoft, step it up.
Sire, Sire de la Serre, wait! Nom de Dieu. Nom de Dieu, nom de Dieu.
Some trouble, mon ami?
A letter for Sire de la Serre. It's very important.
Oh, calm yourself, Perrault. That letter won't reach Monsieur de la Serre any faster if you drop dead of exhaustion. Give it here. I'll catch you.
You must receive it today. It's very...
Very important. Yes, I heard you the first time. I'll see that he gets it.
Monsieur de la Serre! Stop!
Bad luck, lad. You'll have to go around.
Make way, make way!
Now this mission here is a case of... Oh, I don't really know how to word this. I guess it's like action and inaction. In Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, your action was killing the assassin in the beginning and then taking his clothes and becoming an assassin yourself. I'm kind of going the wrong way here, aren't I? Oh my god, please don't desynchronize me. But yeah, your action was doing that, and that kind of set off the entire events because you helped out the Templars for personal gain, even though you didn't care about the assassins or the Templars. You just aided the Templars because you thought you'd get money out of them. And in Assassin's Creed Unity, it's a similar concept, but it's not as big. You know, in that game, it was quite large. You killed an assassin and helped some Templars. Very big. I'll just let this cutscene roll out real quick, and then I'll talk about what I want to talk about.
Please excuse. Wrong carriage. What I need is a bird's eye view.
So back to what I was saying, yes, in that game you killed the assassin, who was actually defecting to the Templars anyway, so technically it wasn't a bad thing, but it just wasn't particularly good, considering you actually carried out his betrayal anyway. But anyway, that's beside the point, that's a different game. It's it's in the same series, but it's a different game, so I shouldn't really talk about it. Anyway, yes, Assassin's Creed Unity has a similar concept to it, but more like you tried to do something good and it ended up being bad. You know what I mean? So, I don't really know. It's quite poetic in a sense that even if you try to be good, sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't really know how to explain this very well. But in a sense, I suppose this is for Arnaud's personal gain, because he wants to be with Elise. So, any excuse he can get, he's trying to take it, you know? So, I guess it's the selfishness that really does him in.
There you are.
So this is our first leap of faith. It's quite a small one, but still. Strange that, considering we're not actually an assassin, yet we have managed to jump off that. And this is a controlled descent. Very, very handy. I love this. This is so good. Instead of just jumping off a building or climbing down really slowly, you actually slide down and jump down with a lot more control to it. So it makes a lot more sense. Also, whoa, what is this guy doing? Trying to creep around? Strange man. Yes, crowds actually make a lot more sense in this. For one, the world of France seems a lot more alive. Well, other than that guy over there who seems to be a bit strange. But yeah, the world of France seems... Or, the world of France. The game world of France seems really alive. You know what I mean? Everyone seems to be doing something. They all seem to be walking around. You'll see dead bodies in the streets. You'll see criminals. You'll see bullies. You'll see the police or the guards. You know what I mean? People will be doing things. They won't just be stood there doing nothing like these people are. But these people are waiting in line, so I suppose it makes sense. But yeah, when you're in a crowd... Arnaud really feels like he blends in well. You know, if I just stood here, if I wasn't highlighted like this and I had the camera zoomed out, I would fit in very, very well. However, I'm not going to go in the conventional way because I dislike that. I actually like to go around like this because Stealth is kind of my forte. Stealth and infiltration anyway. I'm very good at that. And you can actually use a lift. Not particularly too sure how he cut that, considering you're meant to cut that with the hidden blade, but guess what? We don't actually have one yet, and the animation was suited for the hidden blade. Ubisoft, come on, you need to think about that stuff. If you're going to put a lift in the beginning of the game, and the animation is suited to a hidden blade, at least give us one. Or perhaps change it to suit the sword we've got. I don't know. Sometimes they just fuck up. I think there's a little bit coming up later on, in which they show something that shouldn't really be shown, but I mean, it's not really that much of a spoiler considering we already know it's going to happen anyway. Alright, so in this little area here, I think we just have to merge into the crowd and then the cutscene will initiate. I remember getting stuck on this for, I'm not going to say a long time, but probably about like 4 or 5 minutes just walking around trying to figure out where I need to go. Because it's not really explicitly explained. Oh my god, I'm going to burp. Oh my god! Oh my Christ! Actually, that was like an inhale burp, which is very, very lucky. I thought I was going to go a really loud one, but no. Yeah, you gotta just find Monsieur de la Serre. I do apologise, my French is awful. I don't know a lick of French, but still, yeah, see it's popping? Oh my god, beautiful. But yeah, we just have to merge into the crowd, and the cutscene should pop eventually, I do believe.
Not these two again. Must have tailed me from the estate.
You know, Arno kinda does look pretty classy, I will admit, you know, looks like a very classy man. So how the hell did a blacksmith and what I assume to be another blacksmith, perhaps the guy who sells the armor or the weaponry, I don't know, how the hell did they get in here? You know, because Arno could, you know, you could believe he might slip through, but those guys, they've got a snowball's chance in hell.
So, who or what will take its place? Another king? A council of capable men?
That is the question, isn't it?
A truce, then.
What the devil was that about? Now, we can resolve this without recourse to violence, can't we?
Get him, Hugo!
I suppose not.
Get him, Hugo!
Big fella.
And with some people, you have to roll out the way, because there is no such thing as parrying a massive sword. Of course there isn't. But yeah, we have to dodge this guy. When the big sword appears, it means you have to dodge.
Ready for a beating? Let's see you run away this time! Get him, Hugo! Think you...
Not your day, is it, Victor? To your health, gentlemen.
You, boy! Sir! What are you doing there? Running!
So very simply, the guards are the people in blue, and if they witness you do a crime, they will shoot you in the arsehole. So you kind of want to get behind these innocent civilians here. As bad as it sounds, the police tend to shoot the civilians instead of you if you do that. So you know, not particularly a good idea to have a civilian get shot, but you don't see it, you know, because you're not looking, so it never happened. You can actually slip through people's houses like this.
Getting back in there. Back at home, I suppose.
Oh my god, that pause. That is awesome. What should we rate this memory then? We didn't really do too much, although you should keep in mind those people we just saw there. Monsieur de la Serre was talking to someone. Try and remember his face. I'll give this a 4-star rating. Oh, perfect landing. Where is the mission marker then? I believe it's north or something. Here we go, free running. As you can see, this shows Arno in his assassin's outfit. Naughty, naughty, considering we don't have one yet, and we don't even know if we're going to be initiated into the Assassin's Brotherhood, do we? Oh my god, that was fancy. You know what I mean? I think Assassin's Creed 2 did that as well. If I'm thinking correctly, Assassin's Creed 2 showed the the armor set or the outfit, even though we didn't actually have it at that point in time. Naughty, naughty Ubisoft. You'd have thought they'd have learned by now. Also in this game, a lot of things have been removed and a lot of things have been added, and also a lot of things have been changed. For one, oh, this is weird. Yeah, for one, they added back in medicine, so you don't regenerate your health anymore. Assassin's Creed 2 added in medicine, and they kept it all the way up to Brotherhood, and then Assassin's Creed 3, and then Assassin's Creed 4, that had regenerating health again, just like in Assassin's Creed 1, and then they've added back in the medicine. So, I don't know, they keep tweaking things, adding things in here and there. I kind of prefer the regenerating health, and that's purely because it makes it a bit easier. Because if you have to keep pressing up in fights, and if you've run out of medicine and you don't have any health, it's kind of a bit bullshitty, but it's just one of those things, I suppose. And also, if I can manage to find one later on, they did remove something that I find to be very, very crucial. Right, let's get to the mission then, shall we?